Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content, please make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. So you guys, there's been a lot going on. I definitely had to take a break. Plus I had other things going on my end. But we're going to kick back off this week with some videos for you. This video that we're going to cover, I'm trying to get up to speed. I do want to do a reaction video on my Jazzy life, but that's going to be coming next, so stay tuned for that. Because I did have a lot that I wanted to say in that pertaining to the custody situation between her and Philip and just some other things that's going on. But this particular live that we're about to jump into was more recent. This was a 5-hour live. I am definitely not going to watch every second of this video. So I'm pretty much just going to only incorporate the pieces of this live that I felt I wanted to say something about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
I had the craziest dreams last night.
Whoa, who's living up the basement?
I am.
So really quick, you guys, I actually was contemplating if I even wanted to share this with you all. And I find it interesting that she mentioned that she had the craziest dreams last night. Ironically, I actually had a dream about her, Zolo, and Donna a couple of nights ago. And like I said, when I had the dream, I was trying to figure out, did I even want to share it? Because I know some people don't really believe in dreams. I myself do, because I have had a lot of dreams ever since I was young. So basically, the dream was I saw Olivia and she was with her children, and I was just pretty much seeing her not really take care of them. She was being very neglectful. She wasn't paying them any attention. And I took it upon myself to step in, and I just started caring for them. You know, I was making sure they had food to eat. I was making sure they were, clothed. I was playing with them. I was just giving them attention. And it was made known that this had been going on for a week, that I had pretty much just dropped everything and I just took care of them for a whole week. I then saw Zolo and Donna, and it was like at first Zolo was just kind of looking at me, like side-eyeing me, because he felt like my intentions towards AJ wasn't good. And it was irritating me because it's like I'm sitting here putting in the work. I'm actually stepping in to take care of them, her children, including AJ. And yet he was over there just side-eyeing me, just kind of looking at me crazy, like almost like he was suspicious of why I was even taking care of AJ to begin with. And like I said, I was very much annoyed because I'm like, you're over there, you're not even trying to take care of your son, and yet you want to be suspicious of me. Like, it was very annoying, and it was starting to get to me, and I just broke down crying. And Donna walked over to me, and I just began to tell her, I said, I don't understand why he's, being suspicious of me. I pretty much dropped everything to help because I care for her children and I just want to see them taken care of. And I haven't done anything wrong towards them. I just been trying to give them love and just help them. And as I was saying this to her, it was like my words, I was just getting choked up because I was deeply offended by his actions. And I just remember she reached out to me and she hugged me and she just started comforting me. And she was telling me, she said, I know your heart. I know your intentions are good. She said, don't worry about him. He just doesn't understand. And I remember after that, I just remember, Olivia, she was very much aware that I had stepped in and I pretty much did her job. Like, she was very nonchalant. She didn't seem bothered by the fact that I did step in and I was helping. It almost seemed like she didn't care. You know, like she didn't want to be bothered with her kids, so she was glad somebody, you know, came in and took care of them. And after that, it seemed like it now was where her children were in my home. And I was taking care of them and I was clothing them and just making sure they had what they needed. And it was very obvious that her children could tell that there was a difference in the environment of my home. And it was like I just knew that it was going to be different, but I knew that this was the best for her children. And I woke up and I was just thinking about that, like, okay, what exactly was I being shown? Because mind y'all, I was not thinking about these people. I pretty much tuned out this weekend. So I was really just minding my business, enjoying my family, you know, just chilling. And I had this dream. And I was talking to my friend about it. And she told me immediately, she said it really gives the impression that her children possibly won't be in her care much longer. And I was just like, wow. So I don't know, you guys. Like I said, I know some of y'all don't believe in dreams, but I do. You know, I definitely have had a lot of dreams over the years that truly has come to pass. I've been having these type of dreams since I was 13 years old. So yeah, I definitely have learned over the years to pay attention to my dreams, because whether people believe it or not, God definitely still communicates to people through dreams. He definitely still shows life events through dreams, if you are open to receiving it, you know. But I just wanted to, you know, kind of throw that out there because, again, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to share it. But when she mentioned it, and she doesn't talk about dreams often, I just kind of felt that was, you know, just God's way of letting me know, yeah, you need to go ahead and put this out here. So, all right, let's continue.
Yeah, I'm actually getting, I'm waiting for some final things to happen on Twitch, and I'm actually getting like a deal with them. So I'm waiting until it's finalized, you guys, to be streaming on there. They offer content creators. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. They offer, you know, like established content creators deals on different platforms. So I reached out to them, and we're working something out. So soon I'll be streaming on there. But girl,
Not established content creators, girl. You are really letting your subscriber count and your YouTube plaque really boost your ego more than it needs to. But apparently, Olivia is saying that now she will soon be streaming her dysfunctional life onto Twitch's platform. Yeah, as if more people need to see her dysfunction. But yeah, that's what she just shared.
I don't come to the party for free. I get paid. Okay? Okay.
And there it is. She doesn't come to the party for free. She gets paid. But to be honest, you guys, I am starting to think that the reason why Olivia is becoming more comfortable in throwing out little hints here and there that she is getting paid off of YouTube and, you know, other platforms, which we already knew. But I think the reason why she's more comfortable in saying it now, because y'all remember she did come on here and say that she doesn't have to worry about paying child support anymore. So I don't know if her and Gerard worked out some type of agreement. I don't know if child support was completely taken off the table. I'm not sure, because why would she be so so comfortable in now speaking about this when clearly initially she lied and said that she wasn't monetized? Because obviously, if the courts know that her channel is monetized, they can look and see how much money she's making and garnish her YouTube check. So I'm starting to question if there was some type of, you know, deal made behind the scenes.
He gets loud, right? You took him out of daycare? Yes. I took him out and he's going back tomorrow.
Mommy.
What, baby?
I
No, don't turn the TV on.
So Olivia said that she took AJ out of daycare and she's going to put him back in daycare tomorrow, which technically I think would have been, I think it would be today. The fact that she's saying that she took him out of daycare obviously is not how that went down, because if she wasn't getting the money from Zolo, which she said he was the one paying for his childcare, then you didn't technically take him out of daycare. It wasn't like it was your choice. You didn't have a choice in the matter because you didn't have the money to take him to daycare. So now she's saying that he will be going back. I don't know if she's going to be paying it herself. I don't know if her mother's going to be paying it. I don't know if Zolo and her worked out another arrangement. I don't know what the situation is, but she's saying that he's going to be going back. So I guess we'll see.
I don't need a break. It might seem like I need a break, but I don't need a break. I don't let AJ stress me out, y'all. That's why I be ignoring him when he be crying for no reason. I always tell you guys, there's a way to deal with each child. I know how to deal with AJ. I don't let AJ run me, okay? I run him. I'm the parent. He's the child. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, he's crying. Oh my God. Girl, hush. Shut up. You the motherfucker. He'll run into a insane asylum. You just turn it off now. Turn it down. You can't? Okay, give me the iPad.
If you don't let AJ stress you out, then why are you always raising your voice at him? Why are you always telling him to get out? Why are you always saying that he's annoying you, he bothers you? You're always telling him to get out of your face, leave you alone. Like, girl, we are literally seeing your life play out because you're putting it on the internet. So if you're not stressed out, then what is that? Is that just naturally how you are with your children? Because that's not a good look at all, if that's the case. But it's the fact too that you said that AJ don't run you, you run him. You admitted not too long ago that AJ does run you, that you don't have control over AJ. You admitted that. But now you're trying to make it seem like you are this mama that knows how to raise her child and knows how to discipline her child and knows how to, have control over their child. And you don't. Like, it clearly shows. Every time you tell that little boy to do something, he's either telling you no, or he just keeps doing what you told him not to do, as if he's not hearing you tell him to stop doing stuff. He does not listen to you. You have control over him. You run him. How is it that you run AJ, Olivia, when this little boy will throw stuff at you, hit you, spit on you? You think that is what it looks like for a mother to have control over their child? No, it's the other way around. AJ has control over you. AJ runs you. AJ tells you what he's not going to do. AJ picks and chooses when he wants to listen to you and when he doesn't want to listen to you. Like, girl, we have eyes. We see what it is. But, of course, you have to come on here and try to spin the narrative because you clearly hear and see what it is that I'm pointing out over here. And I'm showing what is actually obvious to everybody. That you really don't have control over your household.
We're unmuted. Yeah, you guys were muted for a while. My bad. The CPS worker came in the house. So I can't record them. And I wouldn't record them anyway. They deserve privacy. But everybody deserves privacy but me. Apparently. But anyway, guys.
Mom, can I go outside?
No, baby, you cannot go outside, my love.
Why?
Because I'm not going outside, so that means you can't go outside.
Why?
Because, baby, you can't. I'm sorry. Tomorrow, you start back school, okay?
So I basically skipped over about 45 minutes to an hour of video where there was just nothing. And I was thinking to myself, like, this girl is so rude. Like, why are you on live and you're not even, like, tending to your audience? You just walk away and don't say anything. But now she reveals why she went away for so long. CPS came to her house again. So apparently, somebody called CPS. I don't know for sure. I mean, I'm still watching as y'all are watching, but yeah, that's why she was away for so long. She said CPS showed up.
Please don't do that. I guess people really want my kids to be taken away from me, but I don't see why. Like, I don't get the point. I really don't get it. You want kids to go to foster? You want my kids to go to foster care? That's crazy. That's insane. That's why I say, like, the internet, you guys, they don't care about children. They don't care about kids, none of that. But don't touch that, okay?
Why, Mommy?
It's a long phone call. No. I wasn't on the phone. CPS was here. But like I tell them and I'll tell you guys, I don't like, you guys are not going to stop anything. Nothing at all. I'm still going to come live. I'm still going to do what I want to do. I'm still going to do what I want to do. Because this is a free country and I can do whatever I want to do. And I'm not harming anybody. The only thing is where I messed up, or I didn't even mess up, but the only thing that's going on here is that people have my address. When I move, nobody will have my address anymore. So this will stop. That's the only reason why this is going on, because you guys have my address. And CPS doesn't care that you guys harass people through them. And they don't care, they don't do anything about it, so. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
Here's what I will say to that. First off, Olivia, you saying that you're still going to do whatever you want to do, you're still going to show what you want to show on live, is the reason why CPS keeps being called to your house. Like, do you not get that? You're talking about it's a free country and you can do what you want. It's not a free country to show neglect and mistreatment to your children. That is not something that you have a right to do, Olivia. For you to also say that you're not doing anything wrong, you're not harming your children, again, I can say otherwise because you clearly mistreat and neglect your children. Just because you don't see your dysfunctional motherhood as being neglectful or, you're showing mistreatment to your children, doesn't mean that that's not exactly what it is. And then you want to make it seem like the people who are calling on you are harassing you. How is it harassment when we all see what you're doing? We all see what you're doing. And then you say you're still going to turn around and show what you want to show. When we clearly see a lot of dysfunction, we see how you are towards AJ. We see how neglectful you are to AJ and to Kalani. It's ridiculous that all you think about is making money. AJ is literally crying out for your attention, which is why he acts out the way he does a lot of the time. But you don't care because you would rather give your attention to a YouTube live stream because that's where you make your money. So you're choosing YouTube over your children. You're choosing to make $1 over your children. And you don't care how it makes you look. You don't care how your children are suffering. You went and got that little boy's haircut finally because people kept telling you that you are very neglectful and not doing anything to his head. You want to come on here and show, oh, I just gave AJ a bath because the people been saying how he's been wearing the same clothes 2-3 days straight. Not looking like he's bathing, constantly complaining about being itchy. It's like everything that the people are coming at you for, you want to come on here and change it up. It's very obvious, Olivia, that you really are neglectful to those children. And it doesn't matter how many times you try to, change stuff up. It doesn't matter how many times you try to, flip the narrative. We still see what we see. You can't put a mask on your life, your actual environment when you are live. The camera is in live. We're seeing everything play out. So, you don't want to change it up? It's a free country to show what you show. Okay, well, it's a free country for us to voice how we feel. And it's a free country for CPS to get involved if they are seeing that something is not right in your household. That's the choice that you made when you decided that making money on YouTube was more important than you being a mother to your children.
Okay. Everybody who does evil things to me, you guys will get your karma.
Mommy.
Best believe that. Karma don't skip nobody, baby.
And best believe all the evil things that you have done towards other people, you also are going to have to deal with that when karma comes on you. You see how that works, Olivia? See, you can't assume that you can speak all this truth on other people, but some kind of way you are exempt. You're not exempt from karma either. The same way you're trying to make it seem like people are doing evil by you and they're going to have to answer to God for it, karma's not going to skip them. Please understand that a lot of the stuff that you're dealing with and have been going through is for that very reason. It's because you've done a lot of evil towards people. And karma ain't skipping you, girl. And it's going to continue to go down like that in your life until you stop doing what you're doing. And that includes how you treat your children.
And they haven't been doing this for years. They've just been doing this for the last year or so. When I moved back to Texas, that's when they started doing this. But it's okay, guys. Like I said, it's a trip to me because I'm like, damn, so you guys want kids to go to foster care for what reason? There's no reason for it other than you don't agree with my parenting. Who cares? Like, you don't have to agree with my parenting. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to be subscribed. You don't have to tune in every time I go live. You don't have to do nothing. So, But like I keep saying, the internet doesn't care about children.
Mommy, you wet me.
I didn't mean to wet you. Why don't you go in the other room? Pick up that pillow that you just dropped on the floor. The pillow doesn't belong on the floor.
No.
You see how AJ just told you no? That's another example to show you, Olivia, that you don't run AJ. AJ runs you. AJ tells you what he is not going to do. But you keep wanting to say that the internet doesn't like children. The internet doesn't care about children. The only one who distributes that behavior is you, Olivia. Because for you to be a so-called mother who had no problem throwing a false SA allegation on innocent children says a lot to me. And yet I'm going to continue to keep saying that because that is the most evil, the most cringiest, the most diabolical thing that a human being could do to children. Yeah, that's one of, let me clarify, that's one of the most evil things a person can do to children. But you did that. You managed to go that low. You did that. Does that behavior show somebody who cares about children? Or let's take it a step further. You also like to make fun of how innocent children look. You like to call innocent children slow. You like to make fun of innocent children that were not able to actually be, present in this lifetime because they didn't make it. You like making fun of those things, and yet you want to come on here and point the finger at the internet and say the internet don't care about children. When it's you yourself, one person has distributed the lowest behavior on this internet that clearly says that what you are trying to put on other people is you. Again, always deflecting and projecting onto other people. But see, the truth of the matter is, Olivia, it's the total opposite. People care about children. They have a love for children. They have a natural nurturing ability and an instinct to know what is right and what is wrong when it comes to how a child should be treated. You don't have that. And you love to say, I birthed 5 children, but yet you have no motherly instincts. You have no nurturing qualities. You have no compassion for children, not even your own. Your child can literally hurt themselves and you will still be glued to your phone talking to a live. And your child is crying. We see it all the time. You fussing at your child because he wants to sit in your lap, because he wants you to hug him, because he wants you to show him some attention, some love and affection, but you don't know how to do that. You like to tell AJ, stop calling my name. Stop saying mama. Are you for real? So him saying mama is so annoying to you, but yet in the next breath, he's your little angel. You love him. He means everything to you. But this is how you treat your angels. This is how you treat the very people that you claim you love so much. He saved your life, remember? Both of them did. But look at how you treat AJ and Kalani. It's ridiculous. So again, yeah, you can continue to show what you want to show. You can continue to do what you want to do. But don't blame the internet when you start seeing the repercussions of those choices.
Did you hear me about walking around?
Yes.
You're not going to be walking around everywhere.
Why?
Because I said no. You're going to sit down and eat. Do you understand me? Come in.
So after Olivia heard the knock at the door and she told whoever it was they could come in, she pretty much muted it at this point. I don't know who it was that came, but I'm assuming that maybe it was CPS coming back through because maybe they wasn't completely done or maybe they had to make a phone call or something. I don't know. But I'm just assuming that it was CPS because she said come in, which lets me know she knew who it was. But, you know, it's just the fact that, once again, Olivia just does not take accountability. And I know that is something that is being said a lot over here, but it's true. You know, every opportunity that Olivia has to take some accountability, which shows growth, she chooses not to. Because she has a problem with owning up to when she does something wrong. So instead of her acknowledging the fact that she definitely does show a lot on the internet, she will rather blame the internet for why she's experiencing what she's experiencing right now, which is CPS showing up once again. Instead of her owning up to the fact, you know what, I have been showing a lot. You know what, I have been drinking, I've been doing the most, I've been, you know, just acting a certain way because I am just crashing out and I'm having these episodes. You know, I can take full responsibility for this is probably why this is happening. But she can't even do bare minimum of taking accountability. And it's always going to be this every single time until she gets to a point where she stops trying to face and just be honest in her own truth. You know, the fact that she has to camouflage and just hide every single aspect of her life, I don't see how anyone can enjoy life that way. There's no way you're happy. And you can try to say you're putting on for the camera. You can try to say it's entertainment. But no, because it's obvious that this is truly your life. This is the type of human being you are. You're not just solely putting on for the camera. You really are showing the camera who you are.
You ready to go back to school, baby?
Yes.
Yes.
I love Goose. I love Goose.
You love school?
Yeah, I love Goose.
I know you too, baby.
I really loved hearing AJ say that he loves school. Like, that really warmed my heart because I think that is something that speaks to, you know, him just enjoying learning, him enjoying to interact with other kids. And I know, of course, you know, daycare right now for him is more so he's getting the social aspect of it. But I just really hope that once he really starts school, like pre-K, that he really will continue to have a love for school and he will have a love for learning, you know, because he really is a sponge, especially now. And I feel when you see a child that thrives in that type of environment, like a learning environment, and they love school, you should definitely, like, just build on that. You know what I mean? Because um, you're keeping his interest. And I wish she would incorporate more things at home. She could be teaching him how to write his name. She can be teaching him his alphabets, how to identify his alphabets. Reading, like, just start with basic elementary words. There's so many things she could be doing, like really introducing things to him. It's just no excuse. And I mean, even when I look at Kalani, I've mentioned before, I have yet to see her play with age appropriate toys. Like, I don't see any type of learning activities that she's introducing to Kalani. It's just sad. Like, Kalani can definitely learn at her age. There's no reason why she should not be introducing these types of things to even Kalani.
Yeah, I still feel a little sick. But I do want to say thank you, because thanks to you guys, thanks to all your negative reporting, CPS will be paying for my daycare. So thanks, y'all. So thank you for that, okay? I really appreciate y'all on that tip, okay? I really do. Thank you guys, okay? I think I'm going to get some new car seats. And, yeah. So thank you guys. Thanks to all the haters. I see what you guys tried to do there, but it didn't work. I actually got blessed at the end of the day. So thank you so much. But let's get the likes up, guys, and let's we can get into Florida. We can talk about Florida.
Wow. Imagine getting excited for CPS to pay for your child's daycare. Olivia, you don't see anything wrong with that at all? All you saw was, oh, you're going to pay for the daycare? Okay, cool. That's awesome. I just got blessed. Olivia, do you not understand that if CPS is paying for your childcare, that means they are still very much involved in your life? They're very much involved in your children's life. They have not left you alone. See, you gave them further access to you. You don't get that? That just went completely over your head? Wow. But I guess you thought you did your big one. I guess you thought you turned the tables back on the people, right? Girl, that's... Yeah, that went completely over your head, Olivia.
Why they need so much, girl? I don't know. But thank you. Because I didn't even know that they paid for that kind of stuff. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And I think that they'll even pay for Kailani to go, too. But I don't know. Kailani's still kind of young, so I don't really know if I want to do that yet. But thanks, guys. Then Liv will have a lot of free time. Because the CPS worker, she was really concerned with the fact that, like, I have the kids 24/7, And I need free time for myself. And I was like, I don't really think that's a big deal, but I do see where she's coming from. So, you don't have to be in school. You don't have to be working, anything like that. And CPS helps you pay for your daycare. So, that's awesome. Shout out to them. I don't care if they'd rather him be in daycare than in my care. That's okay. They're paying for it. They're taking a burden off of me. So shout out to them. However you want to slice it or dice it, Britt, I win. You lose. And I don't know when you guys are going to realize that, but someday soon, hopefully. Because you guys just keep helping me out. So thank you.
And it's that mindset right there what is going to cause you to crash really hard when God really gets a hold of you. Because this whole mindset, I win, you lose, that's your mindset all the time in every situation, shows that you are so hardened that it's literally going to take the hand of God to deal with you. And I'm telling you, when God truly, because see, I've expressed this before. You mistake you winning as God's grace. you mistake you winning as God is still trying to give you room to not further go into the direction that you're going in. But see, you come on here and you be all cocky and thinking that you are just above and you are untouchable and you're God's favorite. Yeah, all those things. And I'm telling you, when you fall, it's going to be a crash. And I don't wish that on you. But see, what you fail to realize is that God's grace is basically trying to get you to see where you're going wrong, to see the danger that is approaching. But every time you ignore all the warning signs and you just keep furthering down that road, you're going to find out that God was trying to get your attention way back when, but you failed to listen. And you've said it multiple times, Olivia, you are very hard-headed. And when you are a very hard-headed person, oftentimes you have to fall hard. And again, I don't wish that on you, but you can just see what's coming. And you got me, you got other people that's telling you, Olivia, abrupt mission, abrupt the mission. But you just keep ignoring, you keep going. Okay. And all that shows is you just want to learn hard. You want to experience the crash. So I don't know what else to say, but again, you doing that, I win, you lose. Yeah, I'm telling you it's not cute, and it's definitely not the mindset you should be trying to continue in, because it's dangerous.
Now I don't know if I want to put Kailani in daycare just yet. So I'm gonna wait on that because I'm not sure. But I'm getting brand new car seats and everything. I think they're gonna be delivered tomorrow, I believe. So that would be nice, get some brand new car seats. Very much so, yes, there's a paper trail. But if there's nothing to trail the paper, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like I always tell you guys, I have nothing to hide. There's nothing going on. There's nothing that I'm doing that I'm hiding from CPS or I'm hiding from you guys or nothing like that. So I don't really care. You guys literally call them with false allegations. Like I said, if your allegations were true, then I'd be like, oh shit, oh no. There's nothing you're saying is true. Nothing. You guys even say that I'm on drugs.
Mommy, look!
What?
Look!
What? Okay, pick up all those chips that you just dropped. Pick them all up now. You guys say I'm on drugs and all type of stuff. No.
Mommy, look!
Uh-huh. None of that. None of that. None of that, yeah. I don't feed them. They're abused. They're bruised up. There's no bruises. They're not bruised. They eat.
Mommy, look!
Wow, a Walmart car. They have food. They're taken care of. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I have nothing that I'm worried about. Nothing at all. Never have been. But thank you guys. Like I said, I appreciate you guys helping me out in that side of things, because now I don't have to pay for his daycare. So shout out to y'all. Okay, I need to do my lashes. I think you should wait and see before you can put Kai Kai in daycare. No, I'm not going to put her in daycare right now. She's too little. She's too little. Even though I completely trust the lady. I love the lady who runs that daycare that AJ will be going to tomorrow. I love it. I love it. I love her so much. She's very trustworthy. But still, your family isn't paying for it anymore. They will when CPS stops paying for it. And like I said, I think I'll have CPS pay for it for a couple months. And then we'll take over, But thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys getting me all the help that I need. I appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much.
So my thing is, if you are making money on social media and you're always quick to call other women broke, why is it that you can't afford to pay $125 every week for AJ's childcare without needing, your mother to pay for it for you. I mean, that's not what it looks like if you are not broke. If you're not broke, you can take care of your own bills, right? Or is it giving your mother is paying for it because the channel is in her name? So she just takes the money out of the income that you're making off of YouTube, and that's how it's getting paid. Is that what it's given? Because surely you're not broke. I mean, you're always calling other females broke. Surely you can afford that, right?
Are you not on drugs at all? No. No. Like I told the CPS worker, if I was on drugs, girl, I'd be on drugs. Okay. Like, babe, I'm grown. If I want to do drugs, girl, I'll do drugs. Okay. I don't do drugs because I don't do drugs. Yeah. I could be like most of y'all and be a pothead and be this and be that and but I don't do any of that. You know what I mean? What did they report about me? That I'm starving my kids. Stop it. Get down. Thank you. Bye. See you later. That I'm starving my kids and I'm not feeding them and I'm abusing them. They said that Kailani is... No, because you keep touching on my stuff up here. That Kailani is disabled. Kailani's not walking. Kailani's not verbal. Well, yeah, she's not verbal. She's one. But they said that she's not walking and she has mental disabilities. And AJ is in the house all the time, which he is, but that's not against the law. AJ can be in the house every day, all day, as many times. What about it? I mean, he's 3. He doesn't go to school yet. It is against the law to be intoxicated. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. We also talked about that too. So thank you guys for bringing that up too. It's not against the law to be intoxicated with your children around you. Not at all. Because once again, I don't have a history of abuse or neglect. Right? You guys have never seen my kids in and out of the ER. You guys have never seen my kids come up here with big bruises, scratches, patches, this, that, this. Never. Never. Not in my care. So, once again, there's nothing to back your claims up. And it's not against the law to be tipsy and take care of your children. No, it's not. It's not. So thanks, guys. Thank you. Mommy! No! Go get your iPad! You're not recording on my phone. That's why my phone has no space. Good.
I love pizza.
I don't want pizza.
Why?
Pizza nasty.
Why, Mommy?
Because I don't want it.
Okay.
No, they didn't see any neglect. Actually. Yeah, they didn't see any neglect, actually. I have to do something and then they're going to close the case. So thank you guys. Like I said, it's just, she just asked me. She was just straight up. She's like, do you need help with anything? Is there any way we can help you? Because that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to help you. And I said, I mean, yeah, if you want to pay for the daycare, I mean, sure. And yeah, that's how it went. But this case will be closed just like all the other cases that you guys falsely report. It will be. Give it like a week. Give it a week's time.
Oh, so you were the one who asked for the help. So initially it seemed like you were saying that CPS volunteered to pay for the child care as if they were giving you information that you wasn't aware of, and so you were made aware of it because they offered it to you. But you're saying now that when they asked if you needed any help with anything, you suggested the fact that you could use help with childcare. Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes more sense. That's how that went down. Okay, so Olivia was the one who asked for help for childcare. Got it.
This Brit person, oh, I'd be so embarrassed that CPS thought I needed help from them. I'd never, especially as a bad bitch. Oh, well, this bad bitch is taking all the help she can get. Thank you. Save all my coins. I gotta buy a house next year. You guys know this. Big girl things. Not little girl things. I should do some drinks and turn up. No, what we're going to start doing once a week, we're going to start having a live at night, okay? And we're going to have some drinks at nighttime. I'm going to get the babies together and in bed, and then we're going to have some drinks, okay? Not tonight. Get off of me. Get off. 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 Get off.
So you're starting something else and you didn't even follow through with the last thing. I mean, first you said you was going to start the Coffee with Liv again. You never did that. Then you said you, your mother, and your sister was going to be doing a podcast. We haven't seen that. Now you're saying you're going to be doing this venture. I mean, again, Olivia, you never follow through.
You're going to start working? No, not exactly. I'm not going to start working because I was shocked. I was like, when she offered like the daycare services, I was like, well, don't you have to be going to school or be working if you guys help with daycare? She said no. I will be back tattooing tomorrow. Even though I'm having fun tatting myself, I'm going to continue to tattoo myself, but I need to get my lines right. I need to get my my shading down. I need to get all that shit down. So that's what I will be doing for the next few months. Because there is this very big tattoo shop by me, and the guy does apprenticeships, and I want to take his apprentice, but I want to be good. I want to be like decent by the time I start working his apprenticeship. Because I know, like, if I'm good enough, he'll put me on his floor, you know? And he has a lot of artists working for him. He's real close to me. And I think that, you know, and you get walk-ins. Like, his shop is famous. So it's like you get walk-ins all day, every day. And whoever's working gets that job. And I feel like I can build up a lot of clientele there. And then I can, you know, to open up my own shop down the road. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do as far as tattooing goes. But I want to take 2024. 2024? Is it 25? No, it's 24. Or is it 25? What year are we in, girl? We're in 25, right? I'm tripping. Oh, we're in 25. I want to take the rest of this year and I want to get super, super good. Super, super good at that. But I'm also going to be working on other things. And you guys already knew about the tattooing. So that's why I'm telling you about the tattooing. But other than the tattooing, I'm not telling you anything else.
I mean, if this is something that you are passionate about, Olivia, and this is something that you actually want to do, and it's something that you could make as a career, I hope you follow through. Because, you know, it always sounds good when you're speaking it out when it comes to, you know, the plans that you have, you know, speaking on goals. But when you actually have to put it into action, that's where the real work comes into play. So hopefully you can, you know, show some discipline in that, you know, show some determination, and you can actually stick with it. If this is truly the path you want to go, I hope you do stick with it.
So just stay tuned. What happened to the production company? Coming soon. Stay tuned. Any up-and-coming social media people want to work with Liv, you'll be able to in the future. Does CPS know you left your daughter alone for an hour while you were outside with AJ? Yes, we talked about that. She was asleep for that hour. Thank you guys for letting them know that, though. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. I know Kailani. I know when she's sleeping, she was in her bed sleeping, and that's where she was. But thank you, baby. You're now blocked because you're a hater.
Olivia, that was a lie. I mean, there's videos of it, Olivia. You do realize people reacted to that live? Kalani was screaming off the top of her lungs. What do you mean she was sound asleep? Like, girl, she was not asleep. She was crying. You know she was crying. Even AJ went in the house to check on her because she was screaming off the top of her lungs. Even the little boy from the neighborhood was asking, was that your baby crying? Like, girl, how did you just say that fast a bald-faced lie?
If I wasn't destined to have children, I think God would have stopped that with the uterus. You know what I mean? But he gave me a very good working uterus. And baby, I can still pop out some babies. And you know what? To piss some of you bitches off, I just might just pop out a few more. Make some registries. And raise them right in front of y'all. How about that? And I don't care. You can call me the most evilest bitch or whatever you want to call me and whatever you want to say. But I'm real deal Holyfield, baby. God made me this way. This is the way I'm going to be. I know I'm a good person, and I am a good person. But if you give me bullshit, I give you back bullshit. You give me realness, I give you back realness. You give me kindness, I give you back kindness. You give me evil, I can reciprocate your evil. I'm just a mirror. That's all I am. I mirror exactly what you give me. And that's just that on that. But people don't like it. People get upset. People get flustered. You know? Another thing I don't do is I don't let people upset me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care nothing about that.
The fact that you said that you reciprocate what people give you back and that you are a mirror, I kind of feel like you thought you ate with that, but that is so problematic. And I'm sure you don't understand why what you said is very problematic. First off, I've actually said this before a while back, but God did not make you that way, Olivia. You chose to operate that way. If God truly was in you, you would know better not to reciprocate what other people give back to you. You treat people the way you want to be treated. If somebody is not treating you correctly, that doesn't mean you mirror their behavior and treat them the same way. The only person you're supposed to mirror after is Christ himself. But for you to say you're a mirror and you made that declaration, it speaks volumes, Olivia. Because that's exactly what you are. You actually are a mirror. That's why you reflect what you are watching, what you are admiring, what you are jealous of, what you are in competition of. That's why you mimic everybody. Even the ones you claim to hate, you take away some of their persona and you take it as your own. Because you are a mirror. You mirror after other people. So when you say, I give you back what you give me because you are that mirror, you actually was telling the truth there. But that is not how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to mirror after other people. You're supposed to resonate with the Spirit of God that is supposed to be in you. But when you don't have the Spirit of God in you, you exemplify the spirit of Satan that is within you. So when somebody does evil to you, that's why it's easy for you to do evil back and even go further. Because it's that spirit that you're mirroring after.
And I don't invite motherfuckers in to penetrate it, okay? And I don't care. I'm the biggest loser. Yup, I'm a loser. I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no man. Yup. All of it. All of that. All of it. And guess what? I don't want any of that. Because within every 10 people, 9 of those motherfuckers are evil, and there's one real godly person in the 10 people. So, until my discernment is way up there, okay, way up there, I'd rather just not fuck with people, period. That's my choice. That's my choice.
And you're right, it is your choice. And I feel that's part of using wisdom when it comes to choosing who you want to be around you, choosing who you allow in your personal space, choosing who you befriend, choosing who you choose to be in a relationship with. Yeah, it's all wisdom. But I feel like for you to speak on discernment and for you to speak on the fact that, 9 out of 10 people, they're pretty much not good people, but it's usually that one that may be a godly person. It's like, how would you even know a godly person? How would you be able to truly recognize a godly person? Because a godly person is not going to act the way you act. They're not going to speak the way you speak. So how would you really be able to identify a godly person? And I know you spoke on discernment, and that's true. You would have to have discernment in order to be able to see who that godly person is. But when you understand discernment, discernment sees things on a level that you can't physically see with your eyes. Discernment is when you are seeing things with your spiritual eyes. You can tap in to who a person is without really knowing them in real life. And I think that's the part where I think you're going to have a hard time in gaining discernment. I'm not saying you can't get discernment, but discernment is a process. Discernment is not just something that's automatically downloaded in you. You have to go through some things to acquire discernment. And so if you're not allowing yourself to go through a journey of actually learning things, because again, in order for you to really learn the lessons that life is giving to you, you have to be able to acknowledge where you messed up. You have to be able to look at the situation that you're in and say, you know what? I can see where I went wrong here. You know what? I needed this right here because this is what I needed to learn. You got to be able to see all of it, not be quick to point the finger. Because when you're doing that, you're actually robbing yourself of attaining valuable wisdom. You're robbing yourself of attaining real life lessons that can shape you in a way that will allow you to see growth and elevation in your life. But when you have a hard time seeing yourself in its true form, you cause yourself never to reach your full potential. And that's why early on, when I first came on here, I spoke on, operating from the best version of yourself. I spoke those words specifically because I understand what it takes to get there. But see, you gravitated to that and you ran with it, but you don't fully understand what it means to operate from your best version. Every day, every year is an opportunity for you to attain wisdom, for you to see growth in your life, to see maturity flourish in your life. When you continually be in a mindset where you don't want to acknowledge your mess ups, you're stunning your growth, never allowing yourself to see your full potential. So, yes, it sounds good to say, discernment, but you got to really understand that discernment is a powerful tool. Discernment is a tool that God gives us so that we will not be deceived by other people. Discernment allows us to see deep within a person. So we're not moved by the words. We're not moved by how a person may look, their aesthetics, but we can see the core of who they are. That's what discernment is.
Wait, I have the song so off. Y'all love the rumors. Ooh, the rumors. The rumors, honey. When they ain't got no tea. And let me tell y'all about this. These females are so desperate for tea. Girl, they're talking about when I was 20 years old. They're trying to get tea from Little Liv. They're trying to get tea about 20-year-old, 21-year-old Liv. Could you imagine? What's wrong with you, AJ? Hi, Trini. Hi, baby. I like your name, Trini. Trini is cute. Can you imagine? What? What are you crying about? Oh my God, now he's gonna do this. Every single time I try to talk, he has to do this. He's not even crying for real, y'all. He's just whining. If I just don't acknowledge him. Come on, go put your shoes on. We're gonna go to the store. The store. Put your shoes on. The gas station? Yeah, put your shoes on. Could you imagine me I'm so pathetic. And I'm so nothing. But bitches want tea from when I was 20 years old. Okay, come here. Why is anything I did tea for you? Okay, I heard you. Why is anything I did in my 20s tea for you bitches? In my early 20s. Why are y'all so worried about my life? Ew, y'all talking about Glenn and shit. I already talked about Glenn. That's not no fucking tea, you desperate ass bitches. Ew, and I don't care. What the hell? It's so weird to me. Like, why is this tea to you bitches? Like, you bitches are that thirsty? Oh my god. Oh, they don't want the tea for real. Look, somebody took back their like, y'all don't want the tea for real? Okay, then keep going. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't even care, bitch. Okay. Ew. Talking about Glenn. What y'all want to know about Glenn? Why y'all so thirsty to know about these niggas that I fucked with before? They're so weird to me. It is so weird to me. Could you imagine thinking that some dude I fucked with when I was 20 years old is tea? That's tea. To know what Liv was doing when she was 20. Like, oh my god, you bitches really want the autobiography, don't you? You bitches want the autobiography so bad. I think you bitches would watch it every day. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. I already talked about Glenn. And I've already said that I was in multiple domestic violence relationships. I was in a bunch of them. That's tea, and that's funny that a man hit me before. That's funny. That's what I'm saying. The devil, honey. The devil, babe. The devil. The devil, honey.
Well, I actually didn't know that. I had never heard of this Gwen guy that she's mentioning. I didn't know that this was resurfacing. I don't know the purpose behind why it's being talked about now. But the fact that Olivia is mentioning this and she said that she's been in a bunch of domestic abuse relationships, um, it definitely says a lot. It adds to what I've already been feeling regarding Olivia. And that explains even more why I feel there's a lot there that explains why she is the way she is. Um, she's distributing a pattern here. And I don't think she realizes that because that's not normal. It's not normal to even be in one. I mean, I know it happens. I know of people who have been in those type of situations, and my heart really goes out to those women who have gone through that. But it's not what is, and I don't even want to say common because it definitely does happen more than it should. But it's just not something that you see every day. Um, and I just feel like for her to be in multiple relationships like this, it says that there is something broken within her that is causing her to be drawn to these type of men.
All right, I'll be back. Yes, want us to wait here while you go run errands? Yes, I do. Oh my god, you guys! I swear, I swear to God, bro. AJ, you need the ice. You're gonna stop crying, or you're gonna take this ice. I understand that it hurts. You need some ice. You need some ice. AJ, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hand. I'm not gonna touch it. Let me just see it. It's a little swollen. Just put a little ice on it. Baby, it's swollen because you need ice. You need some ice. well, AJ doesn't listen, as you guys know, and we smashed his fingers in the car door, because he doesn't listen. So can you please take some of this ice, please? Okay. He won't have the ice on it. If they're not broken, because he can go like this. He can move his fingers, so they're not broken. But, of course, they're swollen and they hurt, baby. But we need to put some ice. The swelling will go down if we put some ice, baby. It will go down. Can we please put some ice on it? You're just going to blow on it? You want mommy to blow on it? I'll blow on it. That hurt? Maybe I need to give you some Tylenol. Tylenol, y'all? Is that what I do? Do I give him Tylenol? I don't know what to do. Tylenol, right? This fucking ass doesn't fucking listen for nothing. For nothing. He doesn't listen. Tylenol or Motrin? Okay, I'm gonna give him Tylenol. I don't think I have Motrin. Oh my god, bro. I know, baby. I know. I know it hurts. Where's my Tylenol, bro? It's not Tylenol. That's not fucking. Where's my Tylenol? Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Where's the Tylenol? What? I know it hurts, AJ. I know, it hurts, I know. If he won't hold the ice, because he doesn't want to hold on to the ice, what else should I give him to hold on to? I don't know what else to give him to hold on to. Like, this has never happened to me before. Dip his hand in ice water. Oh, yeah. Smart. Dip his hand in ice water. Okay. A bowl of ice water in hot. Here, put your hand in this water. It's okay. Just put your hand in the water. AJ, come on, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. Put your hand in the water. It's gonna help you. Ready? So you gotta put your hand all the way in the water. It's gonna help you, baby. I know it hurts, but put your hand in the water. To the doctor? I don't think so, AJ. I don't think we have to go to the doctor. Let me see your hands. You're putting pressure on your hands. Go like this. Go like this. Do this. You can't do that. Dip it slowly. No, he's not gonna fucking chill. I'm just gonna take him to the hospital. I'll talk to you guys later.
So I wanted to make sure I left this full clip in so y'all could see from beginning to end what happened. So basically, Olivia actually left her live. She left the live going while she drove to the gas station and came back home. When she came back home, some kind of way, in her words, she said, we shut AJ's hand in the car door. And instead of her just admitting to the fact that, you know, it was an accident, she accidentally shut his hand in the door, she blamed AJ for not listening, and that's why it happened. But AJ apparently is in pain. He's screaming, he's crying, he's saying that it's hurting, and Olivia is scatterbrains. she doesn't know what to do. She's grabbing ice, but AJ doesn't want to hold the ice because it's hurting him. So she's asking the chat, what do? I don't know what to do. And I'm thinking to myself, Olivia, run some cold water, let his hand sit under the cold water. You could get a bowl, put some ice in it, run some water in it, let him dip his hand in the bowl. I mean, there are so many things. And she was scatterbrained. She didn't know what to do. Now, of course, now she's saying his hand is swollen. So, of course, you would know, okay, I need to take him to the ER because his hand is swollen. She is like still running around trying to figure out what to do. I don't know what to do. I've never been in this situation before. But this is the woman who likes to gloat over the fact that she has given birth to 5 children. So she's still reading the chat while AJ is screaming and hollering in the background. And the chat is telling her, get, some cold ice water and dip his hand in. And she's like, oh, that's a good idea. So she grabs a cup with some ice and some water. And I'm just looking at her like, Olivia, why didn't you just get a bowl? Why would you get a cup? But okay, AJ doesn't want to do it because he's hurting. So it literally took AJ to say, I want to go see a doctor. Now, at first, she's like, no, we're not going to do that. But then she ends the live by saying, I'm about to take him to the hospital. Here's the wild part. I don't know if y'all remember, but in the beginning of this video, this live, she made it a point to say, well, not in the very beginning, but she made it a point to say in this same live that she doesn't neglect her children. Y'all have never seen her children going in and out the ER. And here it is in this same live. Once again, her child is injured, and she's going to have to take him to the ER. Olivia, I don't understand why you are not seeing this. It is not a coincidence that you call yourself trying to throw jabs by making a point to say you've never seen your children with bruises, going in and out the ER, and then here it is, your child is literally injured after you said that. And you literally, in this same live, on the same day, have to take your child to the ER. So Olivia did end up coming back on that night, and she gave an update. So let's take a listen.
He's okay, y'all. He's okay. No, he didn't fall off the scooter. His finger got slammed in the door. And it wasn't even slammed in the door. I'll explain it to you guys in a minute. Let me get, stop, Kailani. Let me get his food together. Okay, so what had happened was, I got out the car first. They were still in the car. I parked right in front of my apartment. But I was like, okay, wait right here, guys. Of course, they were both buckled in. And I just walked right across the way to get my mail, okay? Mind you, their windows were down. They were fine, okay? I just wanted to get my mail before I came into the house. So then I came back to the car, and what I first did was I went around to AJ's door. AJ sits behind the passenger seat, and I went to his door first, and I unbuckled him, which I shouldn't have done. I unbuckled him because I was like, I'm going to get Kailani. I usually unbuckle him first from inside the car, and then I go out, I unbuckle Kailani, and then he comes out the same door after I take Kailani out. That way I don't have to go around and get him and blah, blah, blah. But he does this thing now where he likes to climb to my seat and get out my door, the front door. He looks so big with his haircut, I know. But I told him, I'm like, no, AJ, just wait. Come out Kailani's door. But of course he didn't listen. He went out my door. He did. He closed my door. So my door was shut, okay? Kailani sits in back of me. So my door's shut. The back door is open, okay? Because I'm in the back getting Kailani out. So I get Kailani out. And I don't know, like the front door was open, closed already. But he like was messing with something. He was like, yeah. He was trying to he had his fingers in, he was trying to open the, I don't know what he was doing. He was messing with his fingers were in the door, in there, messing with something, even though the door was already shut. He had because when you open, there's a crease right there because the back door was open, from the front door. So there's that crease. So when I took Kailani out, I closed Kailani's door, and I didn't even close it hard because I remember it closed slowly because I had enough time to see his fingers. And I'm like, oh my God. The door shut, but it didn't shut hard. And I opened the door right away, and he took out his fingers. So I was just like, oh my God, AJ, what are you doing? Just messing with stuff. Messing with stuff. So yeah, guys, that was what happened, okay? But, yeah, I know it hurt, baby. I know.
No, I didn't slam the door. Thank God. But I don't even know because it didn't slam on that side where the door shuts. It slammed on the other side. Like, there was just a crease. I can't even explain it. It's so weird how the door shut on his finger. It's just a mess. Did he cry really bad? Yes, girl. I thought his damn fingers were broken because they're swollen. They got swollen. So I'm all scared. I was like, oh my God. And he's screaming at the top of his lungs. So I'm like, oh my gosh. AJ, turn it down. Now he's recording me and replaying it. But he's okay. My homegirl, she brought us Motrin. She looked at his fingers. Thank God for her. I love her so much. And he's okay. I was just thinking, oh my God, is it broken? Is it broken? Is it broken? He could move it. He could move it the whole time, but I'm still thinking, oh my God, is it broken? But he's okay. He's okay. Thank God. But yes, ish does happen. I was being very, very hard on myself. But you know what? Shit happens, you guys, okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The main thing that's important is he's okay. Thank God. He's okay. Yeah, he's a boy. I know he's a boy, girl. And they're so mischievous and, oh my God, just want to get into everything. It's like, girl. And some people will never have a son and never understand what that feels like. But boys are way out the way. Okay, girl. Not girls. Girls don't even bother. Girls are like, I'm not about to put my finger over there. Like, but boys, they want to F around and find out. Okay, that's how boys are. So it is what it is. He's okay. We're going to eat and we're going to get ready for school tomorrow. But, yeah, he's good, y'all. He's good. Like I said, my friend brought me Motrin, and I didn't know Motrin was better when there's swelling, and now I know. I learned something too tonight. So I always keep Tylenol in the house. I don't always usually keep Motrin, but I'm gonna always keep Motrin too. So I learned that. Yeah, it's anti-inflammatory. Yes. It's good for fevers too. Okay. Well, like I said, I've always used Tylenol, y'all. I've always had Tylenol in the house, but now I know for sure. It might, yeah, I know. It'll be sore when he wakes up. I know. It definitely. Probably for the next couple days, it will be sore.
I am glad to hear that AJ is feeling better. I mean, I can only imagine how scared she may have been, to think that it's possible that he may have broke a finger or something. But she said he's doing fine. He's actually speaking to Zolo over the phone. So it seems that she never took AJ to the ER. She said her homegirl, which we know who that is, I believe her name is Jen. I guess she came over to Olivia's house and dropped some Motrin off, looked at AJ's hand, and Olivia felt, it was, better to trust her opinion versus taking AJ to the ER. But she said that, she gave him some Motrin, and he seems to be doing better. So, like I said, I am glad AJ is feeling better. I don't understand, though, why she's still going to send him off to daycare tomorrow. Because she even said herself, yeah, his hand is going to, be swollen maybe for the next 2 days. He's going to be feeling that pain come back in once, it wears off, the Motrin. So, I just feel like with that type of injury, I wouldn't personally feel comfortable sending my child off to daycare because you want to be able to closely monitor him. You want to make sure he's okay. You want to make sure you're paying attention to his hand. Make sure you're managing his pain quickly. I don't understand, nor do I agree with her sending him off to daycare.
Clock that T. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yes, my supporters, though, we are all family. I love you guys. I know you guys were worried, for real. The haters, no, they were happy. They're just waiting for me to do something so they can be like, see, guys, we told you she's a horrible mom. Try again. Accidents happen, and like I said, some of you will never have sons. Could never have a son. So you'll never know what it feels like to have a rambunctious little boy, unfortunately.
I'm so confused. Why did you feel the need to throw a jab at people for not being able to have a son? Like, I'm trying to figure out what was the point of saying that? Some of you will never know what it's like to have a son? Was that a jab at someone specifically? Because I think that's very weird that you would use the situation that you just came out of, that you just admitted you were scared out of your mind because you didn't know what was happening with AJ. And it's like as soon as you come out on the other side and you see your son is okay, you immediately go into a jab like that. Like, I don't understand the energy, why you felt the need to say that. And I don't understand why you feel like people want to see your child hurt. Why would people be happy to see your child hurt? That doesn't make sense either. But I think the issue is, Olivia, your children do get injured a lot when you're on live. That's the part that you're missing. I don't think people are trying. Well, again, I can't speak for everybody, so let me just speak for myself. I'm not looking for you to make a mistake just so I can pick you apart. That's not what I do over here. I'm just speaking on the things that you show. But no, I would never want to see you make a mistake just so I can have something to say. If anything, I'm literally trying to point you in the right direction. I'm trying to give you, some constructive criticism, some constructive advice so you can pick it up and learn from it, run with it, change it up over there, like genuinely change it up. Like, I don't know why you went there, but I just thought that was very insensitive of you to say you will never be able to, like, it just seemed very personal why you said that. And like I said, I don't know if you were speaking about someone specifically, but I just thought that was very weird that you would say that, and you just came out of a situation that could have went really left with your child. But yeah, I just thought that was weird that you had that energy.
Okay, so you guys, like I said, you guys always want to think like my life is like some type of soap opera craziness or something, but it's really not. I didn't go to Florida. You ready? Drum roll, please. Because of... Ooh, like a rash right there. What's going on? Oh my god. I didn't go because of Suki. That's it. So I had this girl. She wanted Suki. It was actually my neighbor's friend. And she... I don't know, she rescues pets. She's like an activist or whatever. And she was like, my neighbor had told her that I wanted to get rid of Suki. And she was like, if you need a place, I can hold her, until I find her a home. And I was like, awesome. Anyway, she came back and she told me that she could no longer take Suki at the last minute. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't want to get rid of her, like take her back to the shelter. Like I felt like messed up about that. But I was like, oh my God, but these are like plane tickets. Like I really want to go. I want to go see my family. So I was like, okay. So I took Suki to the shelter. And out here in Texas, you can't just like pull up and take your dog to the shelter here. You can do that in LA, but like you can't just do that here. You have to make an appointment to take your, like to surrender your pet. So when I took her there, they told me the only thing that they could do was take her and euthanize her. And I was like, no. You're not gonna just take Suki and kill her. Like, no, bro. It's not that serious. Like, I can wait. We can wait, okay? So that's exactly what we're doing. We're waiting. They said that they're full and I can't surrender her until June. Like, they can't take her and find her a home until June. All they could do right now was take her and euthanize her because they're full. And I'm like, no. Yeah, that's what they told me. I was like, no. You're not gonna just kill Suki. I don't even want to get rid of her anyway. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think that I don't know what I'm gonna do. Killing is crazy. Yeah, well, that was what they told me though.
So there you have it. This was the reason she provided to explain why she was not able to go to Florida. It was because she wasn't able to house Suki. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.